Hey guys, Shamar Brown here. Welcome to our next segment of mindset stories. Now, this one is going to be a good one, a very good one. So, let me get into it. So, the title of this one, as you guys saw, it's called the Blind Horses, right? The Blind Horses, right? So, it goes like this. So, there was this farmer, he had a horse, right? And the horse was blind. No, I don't know if you noticed that, whenever like horses, they can pull a lot. Like horses can pull a lot. If you take one horse, I think that one horse can probably pull 400 pounds, right? But if you put two horses together, you know how much it can pull? Some people might think that they could pull four times two, that's 800, right? But no, not 8,000. They can pull 15,000 pounds. 15,000, double what they could by themselves. So again, that's a message right there. That's a message right there. Don't make that go over your head. That's a message right there. That's a message right there. But let me get into the story though. Let me get into. I think I spoiled it for you, but let me get into it though. So, the blind horses. No, this guy, he had some blind horses, right? And I think he had like 4 or 5 of them, right? And each horse had their names, right? They had their names and all that good stuff, right? But it's a case where, some of the horses, they went somewhere else and there was just 2 horses left. So the farmer, he had to do something. He had to do something to be able to move something. He had to move something, right? So what happened is that it's a case where he's like, all right, I only have Tommy here. And if Tommy is by himself, he's gonna be lazy. He's gonna be a lazy horse because he knows that he's by himself. So you know what that man did? He hooked up the thing to Tommy. Again, because some of the horses left. I think Tommy was the only one that was left. Yeah, Tommy was the only one that was left there. Right? And he hooked it up to Tommy. And he's like, pull Tommy, pull Billy, pull John, pull Samantha. And as you know, my boy started to pull the thing. Now again, by himself, he couldn't do it. I think I'm getting into the moral of the story right now. By himself, he couldn't do it. But just because he knew that other guys were there pulling with him, he said, you know what? Let me pull. Because again, Tommy's a lazy boy. He's a lazy boy. But just because he knew that his friends, they were there with him pulling, he pulled the thing. He pulled the car. Yeah, the car. Yeah, it was a car they were pulling. The car was stuck in a manhole. Right, and the car was, cars are probably like, no, it was a truck, so I think it was like 6,000 pounds. But like I said, a horse can pull about 4,000 pounds, but the truck was 6,000 pounds. So him by himself, he couldn't do it. But again, just because he knew that all the other guys were pulling it with him, it gave him that boost. It gave him that hit. Now again, let's get back into the moral of the story. The moral of the story is that you need people around you. That's what I got from it. Again, you can get your own things, but that was my perspective of it, that you need people around you, right? Who will help you to pull through life. Because again, I don't want to turn it into a Christ talk, but again, I kind of have to, in a sense, right? God didn't make us to be by yourselves. He didn't make us to be by ourselves. He made us to be in communities. Because if you look at it, why do you think that gangs are so famous? Why do you think that all these negative things are happening? You get what I'm saying? Because people crave that. People crave to belong. People crave to be a part of something. So that's why myself, I'm creating a community for men. You get what I'm saying? But again, I'll talk to you guys. I'm not promoting it here. All right, we'll talk about it later on in a next separate video. But I'm creating a group for men because I know that men need community. Women need community too. But for women, it's a lot more easier for women to find community, I think. Now again, if you ladies disagree, please comment below. I can help you guys because I come across a bunch of women communities myself, but I don't see a lot of men community. You get what I'm saying? But again, back to the moral of the story. The moral of the story is that yes, we need people to help us. We need some people to guide us. We need some people to go before us so we could follow them. You get what I'm saying? Because again, if we're by yourselves, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I thought, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought me doing things by myself, But I realized that no, like I run into too much walls. So that's why I'm here, like, passing the message. Hey, don't do that. Don't make that mistake. All right. So yeah, find a community, find some people that you look up to, that you respect, and run with them. And then once you find those people, find some people that you can help. Because I think I read, I forgot which book I read. I saw that from, where it's like, yo, you learn it. I think it's this book I just finished recently. So I'm gonna do some promotion. So this book, I just finished it. Pretty good book. I would recommend it. So in it, I think he talked about the aspect of like, you learn it and then you teach it. You get what I'm saying? You teach it to somebody else. So same thing with you. You find a mentor. You find somebody to lead you through life. You find your community, and then you bring people into your community. You create your community, because again, people need that. And I feel like that's why. Again, I don't wanna make it a heavy, but that's why people, kill themselves, because they feel they don't have a community. Even sometimes they do, but they don't have a full blown strong community. So that's why they do that to themselves. So again, find a community. Bye guys.